all begin together. Bring your hands into a namaste. The first thing, focus on your sankalp or your resolution. Whatever it is that you want to accomplish by the end of this course, focus on that resolve, sankalp, stating it to yourself 3 times. Inhale, stretch wide open. Exhale, round the upper back. Inhale, stretch your hands up. Elongate, stretch the spine. Exhale, open out your shoulders, expressing the shoulders. Beginning to twist and twist. We are going to now start to warm up the body with Kapalbhati and Bhastrika Pranayam. So block one nostril, exhale out 10 times through the other. Other nostril. In Bhastrika Pranayam, we'll first start with this movement. After 10 of those, now active inhalation and active exhalation through the nose. And when you exhale, the stomach will go in. We do this 100 times of Bhastrika. The last 10 will be very rapid. And now, Ujjayi Pranayam. Inhale with a guttural sound through the throat. Hold the breath. Exhale with a guttural sound through the throat. Do this 3 more times. Inhale. Internally you chant silently so. Hold the breath, and as you hold the breath, the eyes are fixed at the eyebrow center, Shambhavi Mudra, to visualize your sankalp or resolve. Exhale with a guttural sound, internally chanting hum. 2 more times. So, Visualize your resolve. Hum. The last time, silently so. Visualize. Exhale silently. Hum. This Ujjayi pranayam with the Soham chant is what you're going to do throughout the asana practice. Coming up to stand. Our next kriya is Agnisar kriya. You're going to breathe in, blow out, and move your stomach in and out. Noli kriya. You're going to move your stomach in an undulating pattern. And the other way also. We do these in the beginning of the class just to stimulate the digestive fire. And now start to loosen out your limbs. This is known as Indan Dod. It's a very beautiful practice to ensure that stress doesn't accumulate in the body. And now we're going to stretch the body from head to toe. In every asana, there are 4 elements. 1 is the posture, so what your body is doing. 2 is what your eyes are doing, the gaze. We call that drishti. 3 is the Ujjayi pranayam. And every time you exhale, you pull up the pelvic floor, pull in the core. You're doing Mool and Udyan Bandha. And the 4th element is unique to the way we are going to practice. So when you inhale, you internally chant So. And when you exhale, Hum. Soham means I am that, I am infinite. It will give you something to focus on during your practice. When we loosen out the joints, we call that as Pavan Muktasana, releasing the air in the joints. And we're going to go from head to toe. Without doing this warm-up, you're going to risk injury, and therefore we have an elaborate warm-up that we'll be doing before every asana class. Stretch the tricep, stretch your shoulder, rotate your wrists, start to open up the upper back, lats muscles, beginning to twist. We're going head to toe, twist and stretch, up and up, upper back, middle, lower back. Rotate hips, reverse, open out the side, and stretch. So fix your eyes, your drishti at a point, and breathe 1, change. And stretch. Do a backward bend to support your hip. Drop back. Drop forwards. Run your hand down the hamstring. With the legs a bit wider, we do a backward bend again. Support your hip. Open the shoulders. Tighten the glute a little bit. Now stretch the stomach muscle. And this time open out your legs and drop down. Start to twist and twist. Start to move here. Hold the opposite ankle and this ankle. With your palms on the floor, drop down to one side, touching the toe. And drop to the other side, touching the toe. Change. Once you're back in the center, just support your hip, push your hips back, just allowing the hamstrings to open. They can be quite stiff for many people, so we take that time. For some of you, dropping the elbows with the knees straight will be possible. Change. Now we come into a lunging movement. Drop your elbows down so that the back hip flexor starts to open. And drop the knee down, supporting your hips so the hip flexor continues to stretch. Change. Lunging. Drop your elbows down here. Drop the knee. Just allowing your hips to drop down. And change. Parvatasana, mountain. Start to bend one knee, other knee, one knee. Bend both and just straighten both your knees. Drop your knees down. Breathe in to cobra. Breathe out. Inhale, dip the spine. Exhale. And now, start to open out the inner thigh. So with your elbow, push the knees out. Raise the hips up a bit so the inner thigh stretches. Change. From there, hold the ankle at the back with both your hands so the shoulders also stretch. The thigh gets a stretch. And now, the knee and ear. This knee, ankle, change. Thigh, once your eyes fix at a point, then you have the balance. Rotate the knees, reverse, rotate the ankles, reverse, and the other ankle. This has now completed our warm-up. So now you're safe to now move into practicing of Surya Namaskar. Now, Surya Namaskar, there are different styles of Surya Namaskar. We're going to work first with the traditional style, and then we're going to make one variation, small change, but essentially the practices remain the same. So come to the front of your mat. If you're comfortable in another style, you can continue what you're comfortable with. Together we're going to chant Om Suryaya Namaha. Surya, literally the word means giver of energy. So salutations to the giver of energy. Om Suryaya Namaha. Breathe in. Om Suryaya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, leading with the right leg. Exhale, Santolan or plank. Here, we drop down in a classical Surya Namaskar form to Ashtanga Namaskar without breath. Inhale, Bhujangasana with the elbows bent, hips on the floor. Exhale, Parvat. Inhale, the right leg in the front. Exhale. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale. Inhale with the left leg. Exhale. We're going to do 11 rounds. Drop your knee, chest, chin. Inhale. Internally, you've chanted so when you inhale. Exhale, you're chanting hum silently within in your mind. Inhale is so. Exhale is hum. You start to become more fluid. Uttita Namaskar. Padmasana. Inhale, Ashwa Sanchalan. Exhale, Santolan. Without breath, drop. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, Ashwa Sanchalan. Exhale, Padhast. Inhale, Hasta Uttan, Uttita Namaskar. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Drop. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round like this by yourself. And now, instead of doing Ashtanga Namaskar, we'll do Chaturanga Dandasana. And instead of Bhujang, we'll do Up Dog, Urdhva Mukh Svanasana. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. This is the 9th round. Chaturanga. In today's Vinyasa Flow, we're going to focus on Padmasana. So inhale, Lotus. Exhale. Inhale. Let's begin with what we've been doing all week. This first pose. So starting to open the hips first. So for Padmasana, you will have to open your hips. You will have to also open the knees, the groin area. So for the second posture, let's take this. So dropping your hips lower. So the hip flexor continues to open. And once you're ready, Anjaneyasana. I focused a lot on these poses in the Vinyasa so that your meditative asana improves. I'm very particular that by the end of this course, we should all be able to sit in meditative posture for half an hour. That would represent success in terms of asana training. Exhale. Bring the knee down here. So first just get your hips to align. Come on your elbows. When you feel that you're straight, your hips are squared forwards, stretch onto your fingertips. One hand on the knee. And then take this hand up. Take both the hands up. If you find it difficult to take both hands, keep one hand on the knee and one hand up. So you can do it like this. It's a variation of Kapotasana, pigeon. From here, start to bend the right knee at the back. Bring it in. And as you bring it in, you'll find that the right thigh gets a stretch. So you can either be like this, like a swan. You can go even here. So we're beginning to work on the thigh, on the knees. Exhale. And now, see that your hips are squared still and drop in the front. So opening up the left glute. Moving up to Parvatasana, and let's do these 5 poses on the other side. So bring the right leg in the front. Start with a very simple lizard pose. So dropping both your elbows on the floor. So the breathing is nice and deep. Drop the knee down, stretch, let the hips go down. When you're ready, the hip flexor is really opening. It's very important for your Padmasana. On the ball of the back foot, and then drop this knee. So first bring your elbows here so the hips square. And stretch here. If you're comfortable, both hands. And from here, start to bend your left knee so that you've got your left heel touching the glute. Engage either here, or if you're very comfortable, it's a very beautiful stretch for the thighs. Dropping down. And from there, Parvat, bring one knee here, other knee here, so that you're sitting in between your feet. It's called Bhadrasana or Virasana. From there, start to drop back slowly. Pulling in your core. Supta Virasana or Vajrasana. If you have any pain in the back or knees or ankles, don't go down all the way. It's an excellent posture even for your digestion. Back, just split the knees, stretch. And we continue that stretch in Baddha Konasana. But before we get there, press both your heels together. You're opening up the ankles. In Baddha Konasana, Titli Asana. See to it that you're able to now open out the feet like this and then pushing your hips down. Straightening your elbows. So the inner thighs, they get a nice stretch. The glutes are stretched. The same position, but now the legs go more in the front. It's a pose that we've been working on. A diamond pose in Baddha Konasana. Stretch and stretch. And from there now, what we'll end up doing is we'll start to open out the hips even more. So the first posture is very basic. In this Gomukhasana posture, drop down. And take your hands back. Now, hands forward and push with your hand, with your palms. Very important that you push back so the hips stay on the floor. Changing that side. So by now the hips, glutes have opened quite a bit. Starting with the hands back and then push the palms so that the hips stay on the floor. You're pushing the palms. Otherwise, you just lean, but you want the hips on the floor. And change. Now, what we're going to do is a very interesting posture. Bring the left knee in here. Heel to the navel. Bend the right knee. So this allows a rotational axis of the knee. Superb. And from there, bring this leg here. So it's Ardha Padma, Ardha Vajrasana. Down. The left heel on the abdomen puts a beneficial stress for your digestive muscles, organs. And bring the right leg here. Start to stretch the right leg up. You can hold on the ball of the foot. From there, with the left hand coming around to hold the right top two toes, let the right fingers clasp on to the right toes. Change the leg. Bring the right leg here. Bring the left here. And now bring the left leg here. Dropping down. Into the balance posture, pushing with the ball of your foot. And now, holding the left toe with the fingers and taking the right hand around to hold here. Now, it's time for us to do Padmasana. Bring one of the heels up to the navel, other leg also. Let's start to play with Padmasana. The first thing that I want to do is to bring the legs up Interlock the hands so that you're getting a nice stretch. Let's start to do this. Come up here and drop down. Gupta Padmasana, hidden. Come back up. The variation, the opposite of that in a way, Supta Padmasana, supine, lying down Padmasana. Coming up into Padmasarvangasana. Turning to one side, other side, back center. As you come back down, Matsyasana. Coming up. The left hand comes around, the right comes around here. Baddha Padmasana, locked in Padmasana. Raise the body, Utpluti or Lolasana. The hands go inside here. Utkat Kukut Asana. And finally, just dropping down. Releasing your Padmasana, moving into Santolan, Chaturanga, Urdhvamukh, Parvat, Ashwasanchalan, Padhast. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. And we finish in Shavasana. So drop down. The legs are just slightly apart. So for the next 5 minutes, you're going to rest the body. So first just bring the knees to the chest. Relax any stiffness of the lower back. And now stretch and lie down. Allow your body to sink into the floor. Allow all the tension that you carry through the day to just sink away into the flow. Relax your right fingertips, palm, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. Your left fingertips, palm, forearm, elbows, upper arm, shoulder. Relax your chest, stomach, hips, lower back, thighs, knees, calves, ankle, heel, foot and toes. Relax your face and head. Relax your whole body, and your whole body. Inhale, the stomach rises, chest expands. Exhale, chest and stomach drop. From toe to head, inhale, fresh prana. Exhale all the stiffness for 5 slow breaths. And now, move your fingers, toes. Begin to stretch your body. Turn to a side for a few seconds. Coming up to sit. Sitting in either Siddhasana, one heel on the perineum, other heel above, top two toes, the top toes in, the bottom toes up, or Sukhasana, the fingers, Jnana Mudra, palms on the knees.